The ban announcement just came in, and the main justification for the unbans and no bans can be broken down to one factor: money. Mattcaster Mage here. If you do enjoy my content, please consider subscribing because I make multiple videos a day on YouTube. Now, let's talk about this ban announcement. This ban announcement, or unban announcement I should probably call this one, has shocked a lot of players. I'm going to first read the article from Wizards of the Coast, and then I'm going to actually show you guys some responses from players on Reddit, and then we're also going to show you guys some prices as well to kind of show you what's happening in the market when it comes to the unbans. So, here it is, August 7th, 2023 banned and restricted announcement. Well, there's not really anything banned. Who knows, maybe a little bit down the line there will be some things banned, and I can almost guarantee you there's going to be some bans. So, Modern, Preordain is unbanned. Okay, I can only think that the reason why they are justifying this is probably to unlock some decks that are not doing that well in Modern, but we'll read a little bit in the article. Legacy Mind's Desire is unbanned. That one is really bizarre to me, but regardless. So here it is. Modern, Preordain is unbanned. A lot has happened in Modern since our Pro Tour level event, which also took place in Barcelona 4 years ago. During that time, various strategies rose and fell. More changes were made to the ban and restricted list when we released Modern Horizons 2, and Modern transformed into a more interactive format. Recently, our third set was direct-to-go Modern Legality and the legal for Modern Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth set, released to set the stage for the Pro Tour that occurred last weekend. Early buzz was that the One Ring, yes, being a powerful colorless artifact, was showing up in a lot of different decks, with Orcish Bowmasters picking up steam shortly after. So that is what everyone thought was going to get banned, at least one of those. For sure, the One Ring was probably the card that most people are talking about potentially being banned. What they're really saying there is this the set is still being printed and they want to make more money on it, and that's why they don't want to ban any cards that they're printing right now. But that's okay. Once the set is done printing, they'll ban it, and then they'll nuke the value of all the cards that you've bought. Hopefully you don't buy these cards for too much, because I can tell you right now, the One Ring and Orcish Bowmasters are going to be heavy targets. They're only doing this strictly to see if they can unlock other decks, and then maybe they won't have to ban these cards as quickly as they're probably going to have to. That's why, like, Preordain, like, is it really going to do much? I mean, Consider's a better card right now for any sort of control deck. Murktide Regent, I guess, but yeah, it's not going to do much. It's really not going to do much. And then you have Pioneer. Nothing was unbanned in Pioneer, so there's nothing to really talk about there. Magic has a rich and storied history, including the fastest banned card in the history of the game, Mind's Desire. At the time of its release, Magic's threats far outweighed the power of its answers, and creatures were a much smaller portion of the legacy Type 1.5 metagame. A lot's changed. 2 decades have passed since Mind's Desire was banned, and in that time, creatures have become more powerful, new Planeswalker cards have been introduced, and there are multiple cycles for free spells that have it much harder to be lover of a storm mechanic, in the interest that combo players also get the same level of new content and strength that the archetypes incidentally gained through the tentpole offerings. We've decided to unban Mind's Desire. Interesting. Outside the spell's combo presence, the legacy metagame is still evolving with the release of the Lord of the Rings. Orcish Bowmasters is making a huge splash in the metagame thus far, punishing cheap card draw spells that have been historically omnipresent through the format. Up until now, many of the decks that Mind's Desire punishes appear to be adapting while leaving additional space for previously unprecedented archetypes to shine. We will continue watching how things adapt in the coming months, but don't feel the need to ban anything at this time. Now, really, will they ever unban Splinter Twin? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. So let's see some reactions here on Reddit. So they're still making money, can't ban yet. Yep. Be stupid to ban a card so close to release, wouldn't they? They've kind of done it before, right, with Oko. And I know they were really... they didn't want to do that, but regardless, that set, Throne of Eldraine, was just so overpowered. Let's see. I don't think they should catch bans, but I was secretly hoping they would, so their single prices would plummet. They're not going to ban the top sought-after cards in a set they're making Hasbro crazy money. Yeah, exactly. And that's one thing to consider. It's not just the fact that they're still being printed. Orcish Bowmasters and the One Ring. You know, you've already had the One Ring that was actually found, and that was the massive chase card for at least the collector boxes. But you're looking at the two best-selling, not even just best-selling, the most expensive cards in the set. To ban those now would be disastrous for Wizards of the Coast. So solely they're making this decision on money. Like, it's very clear, and I kind of understand that, because they want to sell more product. You know, they probably spent so much money on just royalties for this set, so they have to at least sell product for at least another few months. And again, now Lord of the Rings is evergreen, so they have more justification to print it later on, which means the likelihood of this getting banned, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I know people who really want Orcish Bowmasters, well, for sure the One Ring, right? That's really helping Tron. Speaking of Tron, I'm going to show you the metagame right now for the top 8 for the Pro Tour Barcelona. So the top 8 decks right here is a Rakdos Scam. This is actually like Rakdos Evoke, Urza Tron, which is Mono Green Tron, Amulet Titan, and then we have Cascade right here. So these are the top 8 decks. These are the strongest decks in the modern metagame right now. Now, if you look at the best decks here, this is interesting. So really, the justification for the unbanning of Preordained is mostly to help Murktide Regent, and how is that doing? Not that great. It's got 22 points. So they're hoping maybe Murktide Regent, if they unban Preordained, it'll give it a little bit more power, which I don't think it really will, to maybe get it up to 24 points, closer to these decks right here. But as you can see, the most popular deck right now in Modern is Mono Green Tron. It's got 27 points on MTG top 8. And the second best decks are the Rakdos Evoke decks, or Rakdos Midrange, with 25 points. Now you want to see some of the prices here. This is some of the justification as I move this. So the One Ring right now has actually went up in price slightly ever since the unbanning announcement. If you look at the sales history here, today it's sold already about 10 times on TCG Player. It might even be selling more. Remember, this is just TCG Player. There's other places people buy cards. And the regular copy as well, it's went up. Look at that. It shot up right around the ban announcement for like almost $10 in price. I expect this card to actually go up even more. Latest sales, as you can see, ooh, wow, yeah. Just in the last day, there has been at least 16 to 17 sales on this card on TCG Player, and there's so many different versions of this card too, right? You have the regular One Ring, the borderless, sorry, not the regular, the borderless that you can actually find in the bundles. This one shot up dramatically since the ban or unban announcement. If you look at the sales history here, so you're looking for anything that says 8 right here. So this is all the same day. You have to keep scrolling. Okay, so you're looking at like 20 sales right here. Oh wow. Orcish Bowmasters also shot up. There might have been some insider knowledge, people knowing what was going to get banned and unbanned. And as you can see, the last day goes all, it's a whole page right here, and it just keeps going. It just keeps going. So Orcish Bowmasters has been selling like crazy. How long do we have? Okay, finally we had to stop scrolling. So like over 30, it looks like, sales for Orcish Bowmasters in the last day. And that was the regular copy. You have the borderless copy as well. And as you can see right here, yes, that's a lot of sales for one day on TCG Player. So this card is definitely going to spike. It's probably going to be on the Market Mover video tomorrow, I imagine. And then you have Preordained as well, a card that was unbanned. And this is the original copy from 2011. It saw not that much of a spike. So I think players, I mean, it did spike. There's so many different versions. This version hasn't spiked too much. I think players know that this is not going to make much of an impact. Although people are buying it, there was at least 13 sales in the last day on TCG Player. And Mind's Desire, the original copy on Scourge, the foil price more than anything else has spiked. And obviously, the old frame foils are very rare, so that's one of the reasons why that it has spiked so aggressively. And yes, there's been a lot of sales in the last day as well. Not too much, not as much as Preordained or Orcish Bowmasters or the One Ring. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like down below and let me know in the comment section, what do you think about these unbans? Do you think it's going to have any impact at all in the game? I'd love to know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Use promo code Mattcaster for 5% off your order at Face to Face Games, Canada's largest Magic the Gathering store. Qualified orders get free shipping Canada-wide if you use our promo code Mattcaster at checkout. Whether you're buying singles or sealed product, use our code to support the show and get a discount.